1,000 euro. See what man talk.
Hello. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let we now call this program to order by observing individual silent prayers.
Recording in progress.
Amen. Amen. Yes, of course, on behalf of the Executive Management Board of the one uses opportunities for when we press conference, we get the chairman, we get for taking through most of the briefing with AIG Dr. John Martin Senesi, who happens to be Director of Operations. Of course, we also get updates for the region with AIG Victor Matthew Williams. We also get AIG Francis Guayma Mende from the east. We also get, don't forget AIG South and AIG from Northwest, when at Poloko. And here we also get ACP Guayma Kamara, who happens to be the head of media. And we get the head of Toko. We director will explain details about what I be. We the Chief Superintendent of Police, Mr. Michael Lagarde, me the talk to who, being the Deputy Head of Media, and of course we also get the Head of ICT, we make it possible for them to link the provinces with ASP David Bayo. Once again, I want to use this opportunity for welcome as well.
Thank you. There are two. Mohamed Senu. Today, engagement will be very precise and to the point, very sharp. Anybody will get activity, it will be done within the time frame we will provide for them. So everybody is more or less guided before coming here. The time we then give when you go address and the things you say, because today very important, and the chairman will tell us say we want for launch real strategy. You know, for telling away to the happen and how we set the good things. But I don't want for wasting my time. I just want to do for this conference to the chairperson, being the director of operations, AIG Dr. John Martin Senesi.
Colleagues, superior officers, senior officers, members of the Fourth Estate, on behalf of the Inspector General of Police, we happen to be Mr. William Fire Selu, where they spearhead the smooth running of Sierra Leone Police from force to service, and the Executive Management Board of Sierra Leone Police. I bring plenty to do, so we all wait around the table this afternoon. We are highly welcome. We appreciate Una as Una the continue for give Una support to the Sierra Leone Police for make we continue for save the lives and properties of we citizens and even business people, tourists, and any other person who happen to find himself inside the nation, we Sierra Leone. We promise that we will always get an open door for work alongside with una. With una support, we can work towards excellence of setting the pace, for give assurance to citizens, make them go to bed and sleep without fear and trembling. This afternoon, as we meet here again, for make we tell una developments and way don't happen for the past 2 weeks. I want to show now, like the previous press brief, we've been saying we'll see how for do time management. And my colleagues waiting at the various regions and even the one that waiting around the table. Today, each one they submitting reports, and they humbly encourage you work within the time frame of 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes, I will seize time, and we will keep the balanced news. The press will get on to be later. We can able give them feedback so that then they will get more courage for always to come and support me. Well, we get a lot of development for share with una. But before we continue, I want to tell una say the general security of a nation at this particular time we handle this press conference. We nation calm and quiet, although unpredictable. Now because of that make the 6 policing region, they're on a toll set, then they maintain the normal MVCP patrols, then continue to maintain necessary ambushes, then continue to maintain the beat patrols for make them give assurance to citizens that the length and breadth of the country. We know the security of the nation. Now we own primary responsibility for carry out. Because of that, not the way we need for sit-down, for many people tell we, but we already know that for maintain that. Well, as we continue for fights in diverse ways, especially for see way how we go seriously reduce the abuse of illegal drugs that we country, we decide for rely on the Intel family, that the IRS, and putting them gather and submit. We don't ensure we empower the regional commanders, the local unit commanders, the operation officers, and the 38 divisions for CC. The intelligence, the way we don't gather around from various divisions, now it don't high time for me we operationalize it. We don't do we operational plannings, but how we get for go about them, we see say we get for strongly fight against the use of illegal drugs. We're very complex, and we they run after the one that we make themselves available for manufacture, then illegal drugs. We make sure the fight, we see reason for me we take as we constitutional mandate, because a very relevant now we law. So we focus on key approaches. One, we don't embark on community awareness. We make sure we reach out the various communities for make them will be seriously aware, and for continue for reach the various communities. I think say now one of the reasons that make the media houses they round the table today with we, because we putting on the gather from we, una said we're able to go and market out to we citizens that then self get a role for play. So we dey ensure, we dey raise awareness, sensitization dey go round the clock, and enforcement of law. We continue for enforce law. That now we own primary responsibility, where we no go compromise for nobody. None of we round the table this afternoon are they above the law of Sierra Leone. We must therefore encourage people that they help we, although we enforce the law. If we look at we constitutional mandate, where according to section 155 bracket 1 of the Sierra Leone 1991 constitution, it tells we about primary responsibility for make we as police officers for protect the lives and properties in we country, the enforcement of relevant laws and regulations where they, that if you look at section 5 bracket 2b of the constitution, it further emphasizes the government in responsibility for the security, the peace and welfare of we people. Therefore, the national security of this nation oversees people get peace and the welfare for the address. We dey enforce the law in the way where we dey approach in diverse ways. How that will be? Now, two-track approach we dey take. One, we don't snap tranga one for CCA. We break the supply chains in the fight against illegal drugs, like Kush. The supply chains, not the one the way that the consumers, the one the way they buy the smoke, now then the key target. There's a way you want to kill snake, go for the head. If you smash the head of snake, then you don't do away with that snake. So they change them with the fight them strongly for destroy them. So we can decide for take the sandwich approach, where now the soft skills policing. How that go happen? We get the community directorate, where the community affairs, they ensure that they do massive sensitization, then they go to schools them, then they reach market areas areas where they feel say like lorry parks then they're able to find with young people when they say they really need for touch, share, discuss together with that they will see reason for avoid that, and that they also happen through the media, public relation. If you watch the head of police media, when a media one and team, then also they ensure say most of our radio stations, then they go and do engagement. Now that don't make I even put a strategy that every Monday morning I ensure the past week all drug activities, arrest, raids conducted, charged to court, under investigation, we submit an index because in the interface with more. So when Ingo, able market that throughout the week, we not sit down wait until we call press conference. So this is another strategy we don't really put in place. We, I believe, ACP Mr. Brahma Kamara don't stand tall for do that every week for see need for reach radio stations and for inform the public about what we do. Apart from that, we also get the other approach. Yes, when we take the sandwich approach, that means in policing, we get for be friendly, we get for encourage people for get on board with we get for be fair enough with people, but that not for be the end. We for always bear in mind that we for be firm when we execute law and order. What's in the law say? Me and you round this table not get no power for law, we bend the law. So the hard skills policing, we did do that. And how that will happen? We dey ensure we continue for conduct sustained and targeted raids na various levels. Not to just eat and run. In fact, another strategy we don't take, when we raid some side, by the time when you feel say the uniform policeman and the left day, We dey also left community people wey we rely on. Then we dey left policeman and policewoman dem wey also go dey in plain clothes for the monitor that area, so that wetin may not happen there for make another repeat again. Because the drug dealers dem believe that when you raid them pikin and dey, them brothers and dey, another person can step into the shoe of the main dealer. But this time around we say no. If we don't raid this particular ghetto, we don't effect an arrest, we don't get an exhibit, investigation don't take place, charge to court. For when we sustain that, we dey left plainclothes policeman and policewoman on the ground, and also the responsibility for work with the citizens, so that if anything like that one repeat again, then the operational team then can charge through and rearrest any other person wey been on surface na that particular ground day. You look at Toku, we don't improve the Toku deployment. At the initial stage, Toku be more focused na western area. Later we send them regional level, but we decide for me we improve them even at the district areas and the various divisions, make Toku go dey, and even NDLA for me then team up with we don't talk to we local unit commanders. Now a must to all the LUC them for make them set up their operational team for make them continue for sustain raids, make them sustain patrols, and even evidence gathering pertaining illegal drugs in we country. Also, we dey embark on for the search. We not just the search. When we search, we discover drugs, we dey seize them, and we effect arrest of the person we intelligently lead we to that this person I mean they lead with these drugs here. We dey make sure we arrest them and go with them na the relevant side way therefore investigate them, and not to no less a person but Toku dey take the lead on that. We no just stop there. We get what they call interdiction. How does they happen? Wataki, we Freetown International Airport, we border crossing points. They also they ensure that they search all goods where they come, containers where they come, thorough search they take place, and anything where they see, where they know say this is not illegal drugs, and definitely get for seize them and take them at the appropriate place for investigation. Also, when they go down and go investigate, if need be, they will detain the person, and we will make sure they prosecute the person lawfully. And transnational organized crime, they lead on that, as they rightly introduced CSP Mr. Michael Laga. We did that show now. Well, the last press conference, I think, even come as a deputy head of CID, but with all you can there today, when duty calls, he defines himself in another formation. We former head of transnational organized crime, when a CSP Mr. Mohamed Kuba Liu himself don't take another step, and then now as the head of OPPD. Yes. So instead they directly work with me now, and they ensure they coordinate with all the various regions in terms of operation, where they happen, and strongly they take lead on that. So maybe when I go and say why they change. No, we're liable to transfers. You go don't work here in policing, enough for just be monofocal, enough for just be one person, just that. No, it for be mobile, it for versatile, all side, so that make Mr. Lagabi don't serve as a LUC before, he don't serve as ops officer, he don't come as deputy head of CID. Now he don't go to another formation. The more the merrier. And as I say, the anti-drug squads don't already be established, all side. The key achievements and way we don't actually score, we don't ensure several high-profile investigations don't they take place, and not just take place. Some don't already come to conclusion. They don't send them. now the appropriate courts where they're supposed to go, and someday where they're not already find them guilty because of that they don't levy sentences on them. Some of the regional commanders where they can report, they get for rob months on that. What happened in Freetown, what happened in Northwest region, Northeast, and so forth. Then they're able to go in depth into that. And we also don't see reason now. For me, we continue inter-agency collaboration between we and the judiciary, the legal part of it, that they happen. As the don't see reason for me to set the fast track courts, then wait and they sit up to Saturdays, so that any matter will go with, it will be treated very seriously, delay no good day. So if you really watch the trial, it will take place under the National Drug Control Act, way in 2008, and we also don't improve, we don't make sure we don't train 6 of we police them, where they get localized training, and then already they don't read out the postings now. The 6 regions that they now the job not to just one person go go, but then they help now greatly for do that their own job, so that they will be able to do the forensic analysis now the region than everything for the kind of talk we are. Initially we find out say we may deal with one-sided story when with the Drug Act of 2001. NDCA of 2008 also don't come in. So it don't get strong sanction now on drugs. I want my family out there now, Radio Land get them strongly say the way and manner things when they happen today and now, not the same. You know, the trend of criminality, the trend of how bad things they happen. Now, the same way we say for the strategize, we improve, we skills them. We are able to look outside with you say no, last is we did this way, but now we press forward this particular side. Because of that, I want National Media Houses next day, as we can begin for getting a report in Tranga one this afternoon. We as Leone Police, on behalf of the Inspector General Police, I want to say we will remain committed to we mandate for me we protect lives and me we protect properties of we citizens, and even peaceful people where they will find themselves in a destination, and for reinforce the relevant laws of this nation. The fight against drugs, it required collaboration. We need our support. We need we citizens and support. Like for this past 1 week, yeah, I think if I can recall 3 to 4 sides, some good citizens don't they call me. And immediately they call me, and they call the nearest division for make them respond, and then they will get positive results. Now this we expect from Sierra Leoneans, that we come together, we fight this fight. If we fight this fight, now we all don't win. Not the police just the win. The media go win, police go win, the courts go win, and Sierra Leoneans go win. I tell you plenty thank you for when I take on time for give me audience, for really welcoming her and give just the intro of what we can enter Tranga one. For make and not waste time, I will now go na the northeast for make the regional commander is make use of this 5 minutes way they get for submit in report, and not to no lesser person but AIG Mr. Manfred Williams. You welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, Director of Mission. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, all. And for the Northeast region, we practically remain kind of quiet. We continue with decentralization, we continue with raids, continue with patrols, even by the border with the sister forces. And for Northeast, at least we make some raids there, we do some arrests, and first of all, I bring this to this man that we never and good citizen. We donate, we bring it to me, I will buy community, and I will get engagement day. We see already support police, which is building authority. The NSC will sign the all documentation for presenting our headquarter. Where we continue to tell their human rights. Thank you. On the 9th of October, we will support the Nigerian division where we send the lab, the seed lab 91. So, for the next day, the arrest for Kush Granny on the 21st of October. We have one doctor where he go administer injection on medicine to all the killer. So we have advised people to be careful. Not to order for children. Any non-self practice, we will have advisement for children. That's what I'm saying. We will clear the line of force before they touch you. Now they have really lost the life. Of course, on the 20th, we are responsible to our old woman. All of the other students came there today. But here, when you go now, 97 issues to the beginning. So, who's that? Sinat Nasa. So, I mean, say, one day to the Rosa. Now, now, 97 issues to the beginning. Because we don't get long ago, we travel around and we arrest on the 27th, the 20th, and the 27th. We arrest all the woman. Now, taking the people. But then the second is to be the push. You know, it's pathetic. Of course, on the feeling at some group, at freedom, where they will, of course, they will continue the investigation again. They are not the same. It is six arrest traffic line Kamala. This is a institution who can we talk with. Leone Officer Drugs, Mr. Kalamba, the Devil Supporter, Director to Mobility, which we are doing a investigation now. Yes. The 23rd of October again, the LEC is now the team. Several areas they will destroy, settle them. There are several people police push. And all at once then, we're all dedicated to our consumer and 5 or 6 people. They carry on some good 3 years, some good 2 years, some good 4 years. That's a good one. And I tried to be bishop. On 2 occasions, the ops officer were in a fashion boutique. Now in a boutique, I signed a push. And all our works there. And on the 25th, on the 24th again, the center part of the response to the mastery is funded as well as Jamba and all our works there. This is the investigation and actual police station. We did it for the result of the analysis for working. And on the 28th of October again, the regular meeting will arrest one as I used to say. It's a man. It's a level of citizen for carrying a push. Now we have to move on. On the 12th of October, we need to support the ISTB and the Interpol. They get Kadiatu Barrie check into Canada. And the arrest about 4 months Canada. We are 6 months from Canada, Belgium, or other area. All in this Canada, we don't care about the local investigation. Then we support that Interpol. When I came to the Bureau, we commit for the one Canada. The arrest about 2 people, including 151 to carry on. Of course, you get an issue of drowning with somebody in 20 and water. Then this time on our side. We get flash floods in the car. So there are times when I see so people like to challenge some water side when you attack in on you. So I tell them the course of time, they don't start, they can just speak them. Of course, I mean, you try to talk to people and advise them, say, where the camp, they're not for me, and then answer them, not for. Then, as in the last one, of course, we get people, the dissect, then they go to Lake Sunford. We have no time for observe and investigate. We then suspect, say, one Chinese name company, then they interfere and Lake Sunford. So the dissect, NBC, and other security people that are doing the derivation investigation they do. And they arrested the Chinese company fall at the Lake Sunford area, the outskirts. But the enemy officer and the other people will go say that the coordinate there for say the Chinese company, no you go, that area, the concession area, no go there. So of course, the result are making the let them go and go check the coordinates later and try to know whether the Chinese company did it or not, so that they will inform government for taking necessary action against the people. I think so far, so good.
Thank you.
The last one, sir.
Yeah.
I was saying if I knew
I'll be not giving word. Maybe when we can question time, you can get us bonus. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
I really appreciate Regional Commander North East for all summaries way again. Well, Freetown is not there, but it's sending report. One is on the 15th, Russell Division being conduct raids. Now one side na Moiba, where they happen for arrest Salimatu Kamara with 17 ounce, where alleged for be Kush, and it may also get 874 wraps of substance, where they also strongly believe say na Kush. Then the old one Alaji Musa Gobe of number 2 Garden Moriba. They been there with 874 wraps of substance where they get for belief say that one also na Kush. Also Eddie Cargo of 22 Frobe Road. They may get for arrest her on the same day. Aiming there with 136 wraps of substance where they believe say na Kush. They want the all, they say they may don't go then a Toku they handle that. The 21st, the regional team they also get for move now Owen Street by Eastside bypass, and they may get for say the perimeter way been daily for the construction, the people they may not encroach on them, but they may therefore give instruction to the police for me to ensure say they maintain them one and day. They also send another report on the 22nd, say on the 22nd, they may get for go to Mambore, they may get for destroy some buffer them, where they strongly believe say that in people that they use for deal with Kush, and they may get for arrest for suspect them and get some quantities of dry leaves where suspected for be Kush. The regional investigation team, they deal with that. The matter they under investigation right now. I think for Freetown East, this now outing the regional commander AIG can send for make a share out now. Thank you very much. Well, we will go now to Eastern Region and we will get AIG Mr. Francis Prima Mende. We believe he will make good use of the 5 minutes for this summary on behalf of the region. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon, Director of Operations. Good afternoon, Member for the first generally, the security situation around the region, across the region, remains quite calm. We still continue for border for patrols, friendly with the Arsenal counterpart from the Leone border, Guinea border, and every other. Of course, a lot of consequences they will continue monitor to make the wrong step. With regards to this fighting of God, we're going to do a lot of sensitization, awareness raising, members of the community, or at least let it go to club with awareness in them. And what we all to support to be able to achieve today. But the simple on Thursday, October 2025, we went to deploy Nawajama arrest one Hassan Kamal faced in the freetown, and then the Siba, a similar field in freetown. In Ghana, I didn't control, so one other call, the registration number, AWR 589, from the transit and down Kailan district. With the load with a lot of bags of cement, and local research, the final say, we arrest and driving, lots of driving suspended for the cannabis arrival. The driver and the suspect there, and then we carry out the investigation. But we actually, for quite some, I want to way down there because all the checkpoints, especially the one with the kind of chemical, very president something, people come in close and I didn't hide them doctor for enter so that it will be bitter. So we tell them to say every week to get confirmation say we will actually start taking people. Because if we get a death here, then they do it for it. But actually, get to the region and distribute them. So that checking in now get to be on constantly. And decides to get information say any most of the police them that involved and then
Since we don't get a cut off from the regional commander Eastern region, please, we're sorry. Until we did beyond record.
Recording in progress.
the center with the registration number ABG 785. To be arrested and one of the checkpoint again, quantity of driving. Yes, quantity of driving. Both suspecting and Demba. Of course, presently here under investigation and talking again. Of course, conduct more than 30 minutes. If this suspect is targeted at all, demolition of patients blocked off and vehicles within the township. What you don't decide for with regards to the minutes of law. The rate of sustainable because on a daily basis, but not hard off to run this one left. You don't know whether it's at least to get to the work on a daily basis, to learn with community members and get to the internet to continue this on a sustainable basis. How do you say that thing was in the past? Now that's everything you do on a good day and night. That will adjust it as maximum effort when all the money we do again before. Therefore, actually encourage to live by the God, especially supply chain and our market. Up to the one that actually is these are innocent people. For the supply chain, actually, we going to quarter supply chain. We're going to quarter. It will be very important. But to quarter together, to cooperate together, we see things like prices there. There's no for this kind of things. Of course, most times on this community, I don't get one percent. Yeah, because most of these centralization awareness meeting, yes, I start with this one. If you remember the talking about, the thing is happening is not 15, it's happening for this time, but the thing happening is that was 20 times for this around 2015 and 2016. But before this time, we get news, hey, the arrest, one helicopter, so definitely they happen, but definitely they actually be taking our nip and voice. But from 2015 to 2016, we don't actually be spread. So let's take the solution. Also, what's that solution thing? I'm not supposed to be talking about the solution, so I want to be honest. One of the things they want to be to be one of the things when it comes to problem.
Thank you very much, Regional Commander, Eastern Region. We appreciate you. And we will get back to you for whatever thing we need for may you do clarity. Well, all the regions with the effect arrest, somebody they were responsible for take totality of them arresting for the good work we police on the do. As media to be mentioned earlier, if we miss, we get the new head of transnational organized crime. We not to know less a person, but CSP Mr. Michael Laga. He will take we through, and when I go find out some of them people have been name from some of them regions there. He will name and shame they are. For really no say the suffering where some of the young one and they go today. Some of them people are not responsible. I will allow Mr. Laga for me to go over and report. You're welcome, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Director of Operations. Good afternoon, senior officers. Good afternoon, Fourth Estate. I'm glad for the with now once more. It don't take some time we have done left for calm and brief now. But now the time don't reach, we'll get for the meet. Plenty time. Like waiting the AIG and not East Sea. Indeed, we the transnational organized crime they receive a transfer case and inquiry file with suspect. We name Kadiatu Barrie, where they be arrested on Monday, the 20th of October 2025. Na number 7 Lawyer Street, na Makeni. What did they be arrested with? They arrested with 55 tablets of tramadol and 25 wraps of Kush. The status of that matter as at now, at the top to now, we wait for legal advice so that what did they go advise you now go do. Number 2, on Tuesday, the 22nd of October 2025, Kadiatu Police checkpoint, police arrest Abdul Hakim Bangura with 1,327 stripes of tablets suspected to be tramadol. Then number 3, on Thursday, the 23rd of October 2025, Laurencia Coley, a Guinean national, was arrested at Gendema Custom Police Checkpoint, Abidjan District, with exhibit of 91 pellets of substance suspected to be cocaine. When they wait for the analyst, they follow the analyzer, the forensic, follow the analyzer, and give the report of that. Number 4, we get Marie Keita, who will be arrested on the 26th of October 2025. Now, number 4, Kogoton Road, Makeni. Marie Keita, Ikitima. Yes. Okay. That's very good. Kadiatu Barrie, you know, we will Tima because of the health condition. But again, another old man. Up. Kadiatu Barrie. I ain't to that will be an whether the report say that will be an in whether the report from Northeast say it became a don't die. So in the now for sell Kush to people in another place. Yes, I get them Kush there so I peddler. There Abu Hakim Bangura, who arrested with 1,327 stripes of tablets suspected to be tramadol. As you can see them now. Anyway, look Abu Hakim. This is your let us see. Then we get Laurencia Colley, a Guinean by nationality. Now in the one day, now we with then cocaine, suspected to be cocaine. All the inside enclosed and inside the for camouflage so that way the pass, you know go things have say. Now you will feel say no more na shit the inside it. But be able to cocaine, solid standard one inside it. Yes. Then we have Maiketa. The one with 200 wraps of shredded leaves, suspected to be Kush. Then one black plastic bag, which inside contain the same substance. 1.5 feet polythene bags containing green leaves, suspected to be marshmallow, and one black old electronic scale. Until there, that is scale this. Okay. So with all the investigation also, we actively investigate them. Some we don't send a legal officers department for legal advice. Then some we wait for forensic analysis and reports. Then we will take from that point. Meanwhile, Toku of the Leone Police is committed and very vigilant to partner with other stakeholders to curb off the crime of drug peddling and other cross-border offenses. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you very much, CSP Mr. Michael Laga, Head of Transnational Organized Crime. Like the alleged Guinean lady, family, I just want to tell and say, then see I been booze on them, like say in a belly woman. So that don't raise awareness in we. When you reach a checkpoint, if you the alleged in a belly woman, well, now that make we get policeman in a checkpoint also. Then we talk woman to woman. Like the one Jama checkpoint, one other arrested we then do the person, they hide inside 5 gallons. So not all 5 gallons going to go, we just fish in our oil the in. So then just make we self they think faster for improve on check-ins at checkpoint. These are some of the development then we don't get. Now we actually want media one and do some other reports from the various regions, and you don't tally everything we will do now. Then from there we will speedily go to Mr. Will, winner Director of Information from the Office of National Security, inside we're able to remote and tell we how it actually supports the fight, Tranga one with the security forces, especially the Leone Police, for work alongside with the media houses and properly inform the citizens. So immediately when media one go done, I will hand over to Ram for the insert with some details. Yeah, media one, Nikki, carry on.
We don't hear about strategic collaboration between the Leone Police and NDLEA for fake drugs. And of course, the director don't tell them the approach we use. So we use the soft approach. We they sensitize. They talk to people and make them put and they may not involve in them. They don't talk about the other approach. So, yeah, that collaborative effort between we and NDLEA still on. And some of the things that we happen, what we do, we divide the officers them by zone. This information is important. We divide them by zone. We get West Zone, the Central Zone, and then we get the East Zone. And then we also identify some gray areas. By the way, still they happen almost all the time. And so we decide to do some arrests. So for the East Zone, the workway the police they put together with NDLEA, then we arrest 2 dealers. We the one named Alhaji Bungu of number 6 here Almami Street, Nawukupa, and then find them with 8 packet tablets away now various milligrams of tramadol. They also arrest Fatmata Kamara of number 37 Nichols terrorists, and then they arrest her with 10 wraps of dried leaves waiting the suspect say Najamba. That are the work with the East Zone then do. And the West Zone, they arrest one Ali Conte of Toke, and then find with 15 wraps of Kush. And at the Central Zone, they arrest one Samuel Kuroma of Susan's Bay. In the arrest him with 131 wraps and quantity of Kush substance. Then they also arrest Aisata Kamara of Kube. In the arrest of 58 wraps of Kush substance. All over there under investigation. So in summary, from the time of the launch operation for the past 1 week, these are some of the things that we don't do. For the Freetown West region, we don't raid 37 spots. 37 raids now we conduct, 37. And the arrest will make per all raids and then 21. And the one that we don't charge in court now 5. And the one that we still investigate now 16. And for the Freetown West region, we don't want to start from Central Police Station and all the way to Godwich Division. And then we get the Freetown East region, where they start from Eastern Police all the way to Waterloo Division. Then carry out 48 raids within 1 week. And the people where they arrest are suspect now 18 by all the raids and the one where they charge in court, they're not charging anybody because the matter still they under investigation. We look into them. And the northwest, way northwest, they start from I think they get Sogwe, yes, from Soguna. Then they get Masiaka, they get Lusag, then they get Putloko, then they get Lungi, then they get Kambia. All the one they put together combined. Then conduct 7 raids in total. And the suspect they will arrest by 7 years and then 13. And the one we don't charge go court now 1. And the other 12 they under investigation. And then the northeast, we of course we all know now say now they will get Makeni, now they will get Kamakwe, now they will get Panlap, we get Coin Falaba, Kabbalah, My 91, Kaine, all one and they put together. That's the vicious with around it. Then conduct 12 raids in total. And then the one the way they arrest, Panege Serena 7. The one the way they non-charge book court now 4. And the one the way they still investigate now 3. And at the Southern region, when I look at Go Bond, Mamba, Pujeon, and the other one them, Moyan. Then conduct 23 raids. And the one the way they arrest now 16. The one the way they don't charge book court, they don't charge anybody. So the 16, they are all under investigation. And then for the east, way, Kenema, Kainao, Tongo, all them axes and then yesterday they conduct now 47 in total. And then the number of suspects the way they arrest now 55. The one the way they don't charge book court now 41. And the one the way they still investigate now 14. Before I give this summation of this one, that make one thing clear. Because someone will say, why now 5 they charge, the other one under investigation? Everything we do, we get for comply with what the law say. The law say, if the alleged say this person do something, you get forget the required evidence for taking a court because you alleges must prove. And so we not just rush, there you go. We make sure we don't do all the investigations because there is a possibility for them to take somebody go to court and go tell the court say, now first and foremost for our big statement. And so if you don't do investigation properly, we get thief or connector to the moment he talks say, now first and foremost me, now beat me, make I make this statement, not to this and go on for say. It don't become another problem because there's what we call in court a voadi. A voadi, now a trial within a trial. Now one day they make the case on a open and they put on first in a corner. Then they on a open, they put on a corner. This one we don't make allegation but also say then beat them for the next statement. Then they concentrate on force. And when they're done with them, if not 2 years, they meet them. Like it's not and they don't put it. So then we take with time for make sure say no matter how we press for time, we process them very well so that at the end of the day, if we take you to court, we know sure we will get conviction. Yeah. So these are the statistics current one. In total nationwide, we conduct 174 raids for the past 1 week. Suspect arrested 130. The one that we don't charge book out now 51. And the one that we the other investigations now 79. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Media One. I will now hand over to Mr. Will, the Director of Communication from Office of the National Security.
Thank you very much, Director of Operations. From the various presentations and the thing that we know they happen over time, if I don't give it a clear picture, say fight organized crime now will be difficult, a daunting task. Because people are really into criminality, they're resilient, they're stubborn, they're well organized. They only take an organization that can we all united so for them to defeat them. Without wanting for hold a brief on their behalf. In reality that identity how they do so, they profit a few of them, huge money, or the majority of we in a way they suffer. The current Kush situation really affect the country will begin them. A few people that they were and they're responsible. But they're very quick again for point fingers as people who they make frantic efforts for eradicator. So we know oblivious of their fact today. As a sector, we remain committed, we remain united, and we remain undistracted. Because some of the comments of people they make for distract people who they make efforts, so that they will turn their attention somewhere else. But some people serve the some of the brothers when they are abroad, and they even tell you, say, Salon, and they do nothing. There's figures there where media one presents, not ordinary statistics, not individuals, and they live behind bars, and they do incarceration, and then they will arrest. It shows say we committed. A lot of efforts are being made. This year alone, we don't do 2 major destructions of drugs worth millions of dollars. If we're not committed, we're not going to do that one day. And we do it in the public view for let the world know. Let us say, Leone say no, let everybody know say efforts are being made. Last year there was a declaration of a public health emergency for fight then kind of organized crimes, and particularly the issue relating to push a lot of substance abuses. Recently, we don't reactivate 10 pillars a day. 5 pillars, maybe within the law enforcement pillar, for ensuring in supporting the overall efforts. We also go after not only the people where they sell the small things, but even the chain from outside they come up the road. And also pay attention to the people who we consider to be victims. And for appeal to members of the communities that you get a responsibility, so you begin where you want. The country will do everything, will provide the structures, or provide the opportunities. If the person not ready for embrace the opportunities a day, they will relapse into drug intake. So I shall say the media are aware that we don't begin raids starting with Freetown, and they want to get for initially last for 2 weeks. We intend to extend them across the country. Also, we go identify the victims, we go after the kingpins, and the way they also sell the small things. And now all in the effort for the short say we eradicate this menace where they plague the country. Also, on the issue relating to happenings along with borders, sometimes they will report and they come out from with neighboring countries, say they don't arrest Sierra Leone, B, Guinea or Liberia with drugs. Or a person will come out with people from Guinea, Ghana, Liberia, get arrested in Liberia. They go out from ask why they don't arrest them in Salon. By the ECOWAS policy on transshipment, goods were loaded in Guinea, for example, where they go and Liberia on transit to Salon, and only Liberia gets right for offload and check 100%. So the easy way we not going for arrest them, but in Liberia. And in that case, the owners will really rest on Guinea, the port of Lagos, who say anything come out. And also, identify, say, not to choose a salon people and nobody they arrest a Guinea or Liberia with drugs. This they call it a typical example. These are Guinean, we they can't pass with drugs for go town elsewhere. So we say they arrest Guineans. We they arrest Liberians. Recently we arrest them now with airport. We also be attended for smoke or drugs to salon. The reason we don't really come out and public for talk there one day, and because we think, say, diplomatically, if I follow we sit down bilaterally and discuss it in them. But the picture when it be presented out there, in the time they say, we know they do nothing, and then no more they do their kind of thing. So they appeal to we all, including the counterpart there, and the fact that we get for work collaboratively. If we begin point fingers at each other, one for shame other nations, they make a leeway for the wrong elements here for go free with them bad thing the way they do to the communities. Also for art, the authorities are one for those bring this to the attention of the public. And at an put local, we get a very ugly development recently. The military officer where they in deployment are one of the mining companies, CTC mining companies. They encounter a group of thief man them. They try to stop them, they hold and beat up and kill them. They don't only stop at that, then dump them inside the pitch. But they want to assure the public, the police don't start investigations. And also if are responsible for that one, they will have to pay the price to the fullest within the provisions of the law. Sergeant Alhaji Bayo, by that officer, they already meeting them. So now the thing that they say bad people they do, or they back on, to the extent that they don't stop at nothing, even if they get from being say that they take other people their own lives. So on behalf of the leadership of the Office of National Security and by extension other players within the security sector, we want to tell every media house plenty thank you, tell Sierra Leoneans and thank you for the level at which we don't pitch the conversation on organized criminal activities, particularly the issue we get to do with substance abuse. I should say with that collaborative effort, with that commitment on we all part, we will defeat the few people here who are for give bad name, who are for damage the image of our countries and even the future of our countries. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Director Will. I will now hand over to Media One for making able to take you through question times we were able to respond to. You're welcome, sir.
Okay, today we don't start the time management. We know we'll come to an hour for you to say with the change them. If I even at 30 seconds you get for ask question. So which means a sharp question they ask for. You don't need digression. How much people are old? I'm not finding question around it. They will tell you. But you begin to go, which I go and say, and I make I want for say this, you don't still talk not it. You make I go and say this, now this question I want for ask, you know ask it. Where you not go ask one thing, now this question I want for ask. So I want to start here. Jalo, take the mic.
Good afternoon. Ina Suleiman Jalo, producer for Unity Broadcast Online Television and reporter for Expo Times. I want to tell the police, thank you very much for updating the public, because if the public updated and become more aware, there's this issue now we are back district where I expect the police to inform the public. Because last week I received a series of videos where there's an alleged mob justice will lead to the death of one Alex Will. We even interview Alaji Usman Mansari, the media police now. Both we confirm, see, yes, police investigate, but you know, ever tell me how much they will not arrest and how far the investigation. I will let police inform me on that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Alex Gibson, Awareness Times newspaper. I want to ask in connection to the Guinean lady with the arrest with gloves. Waiting at the response from the Guinean counterparts already with regards to the arrest of government.
Let the line go, let the line go. Put on for you.
Mohammed Sanko, managing a bit of all times to speak on. Lydia, this is we are fast approaching the festive season. Normally, you used to have your strategy. Maybe I would say the festive season strategy. This one is almost around the corner. What strategy do you have in respect of this festive season that is almost around the corner?
Good afternoon. I don't use my strategy. And I just want to say I want to say thank you to Leone Police for the work that they do so far, for the way they arrest them, people that really deal with drugs. But the question is, they arrest, when I can just arrest them and go there and sell or what? Because for them to cut down the supply chain, when you arrest person, let it tell you who's a buyer. Then when I go to the person we buy where the buyer from, and then again the chain is still they go. Down to outside it come up, we'll be able to take notice of it. I want to be continuing on.
I also wanted to say that.
I just want clarity regarding the flash flood wey claim one life now. In the northwest region, where AIGB just stopped them. Let the nuclear in the northeast. Let the AIGB nuclear into the flash flood.
The mic they go before MBN.
Suleiman Babaturi from SLBC. Media One, as they talk about the crossing border, maybe they talk English later. As we talk about security and protect the work so they enter the country, we will go cover a story in Akukuna. We, the chief, on the last side, they say they get over 30 crossing points there. Now 2 get security. How we are going to ensure that area that they don't use them so far for cross with them road there.
Other mic? What? Oh, okay.
Me now going alongside from our American television. Over the years, where presidents built become that power, no be the way that how one can remove this. So now that Kush, especially Kush, when we disclose many lives, lives that are responsible. Waiting at the special punishment where they give to them people are waiting, sell out, then go there to people. We're different from the other crime that we live from this.
Okay, let me ask now. Am I the last person?
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Me na Kadiatu Barrie, and I work for APA the Regulator. So I'll get a bit of concern because I was part of the team. We go east for that raid. My findings there was that even the community people are not helping the situation. Because we get them, even though we make some arrests, or police make some arrests, sorry, not me. Yes. But for make them point to whose side they buy, that was very, very difficult. And if I say here right now, this fete is far from ending if you don't get the community people willing to expose the one that we send the drug and communities. And so AIG na Makeni, we talk about this doctor who give injection to one lady wey die. So I want to know who side and reach at the conclusion that another injection wey dem give that lady 9 kill am. Thank you.
I want to all thank you for questions we will come up with. For the issue of Moemba, is still under investigation. We all feel small, we're not able to get the regional commander. If we really get AIG, Mr. Andrew Kamara, if we don't set the record straight. But we promise, next press brief, we will make when we will able to get something from the investigation. Before that, I think Media One can even do more findings. If it happens to go on any of our stations, it will able actually talk something on that, so it will respond to that. We get a chain, like we the lady in another nationality, the Ministry of Information, Foreign Affairs, then now get a responsibility for make them communicate. That line of communication therefore flow. And when it flow, they must able get onto we say A, B, C, and we don't put it in place. We don't do the arrest, passports, and according to the allegation saying a Guinean, we don't deny or we conclude say not true or not, but we want to make the chain operate so that we will know the next step. Well, like the last press brief we been get, I mentioned about the festive season where I say we don't fast approach. And today again, as we brother bring the question, I want to tell you say the police are ever ready. We doing the strong preparation. For Western areas, last week, we ensure we call all the operation officers, the local unit commanders. We address them at this conference room for the festive season. You don't stop there. For make we add more value. For now, you find out say we patrol supervisors na senior officers, chief superintendent of police, assistant commissioners. But now we don't say by next week we don't jump inside November. Assistant inspector generals of police, now we set the be supervisors for the night patrol. So if you see me AIG day out as supervisor, without you and LUC now for men all tight. That don't send signal say all man the fashion in seat belt for police in division properly, for putting house in order. We don't strongly talk to them that the KRG said therefore be more effective in day and night patrols, beat patrols. For me, people really get the joy for can spend holiday in Sierra Leone, for make them get confidence for travel at night, for sleep at night. That mechanism is strongly there in place. Not just the call we call them, we also communicate to the one within the provinces. We don't communicate to the two regional commanders, Freetown, and then we don't ensure that they don't call regional meetings with the ops officers, local unit commanders, and the support officers. We don't stop there. We get the operational planning. We don't do the pre-planning. The next thing now, or they try to work on the operational orders. Come the 1st of November, operational orders get for day out. We na in the time we all we're supposed to perform duties now whatever area till the holiday come down, till we come to the end of festive season. Then it will left to the chief executive officer, we are no less a person but the inspector general of police, for say, okay, Lord, we focus this part, Lord, we do so. So I want to assure you say that in place, and you will get assurance for me you move up and down, forget more news out there. We not just the arrest because we want to arrest. When I give the introduction of this press brief, I mentioned all NTD for say with the operationalized intelligence. When the intelligent people go out, then gather. And not to them just go out and gather. When they come, like Mr. Will and others, the last speaker, last week, from Saturday, Sunday, they be engaged in community sensitization. Areas where they no map out in a gray areas, they really know say yeah, na place where they deal with drugs. But then treat them with the sandwich approach. Then go there, gather them, sensitize them, advise them, warn them, say, una left, uti una de do yaso. If una not left by Monday, they can hold the car now. Now from when we begin for arrest, and not for just arrest too. When we arrest with exhibit, we make sure we go to the appropriate side, talk who go investigate, and when the investigation they go on, these are all part of the investigation. How you manage get the drugs? But I can tell you, say most of them are with the CISO. It's like say they're on covenant. Now society they enjoy. You go only get 1%. We go volunteer talk say, na B sell and give me. Na X supply me. They are all not the same. Then with the knock down, now they're not loser. Then can accept them bear the pain. Then get confidence in the one they will left out, they will fight for them. But we said they assure them say this time around, no fight for them no will take place. Because we will monitor the investigation, we will monitor the court hearing also. The end product, where they will find the one that they will really find him guilty, where they will jail them, we will make sure that interagency coordination, cooperation, communication will flow between we and the correctional, so that they will actually pay the price of putting in the do. Some of you they feel the pain for the young generation when not then are the features of this nation. So if you just gather themselves for self-gain, they don't get the nation at heart, they don't high time. May some of you the good one and come together will say enough is enough to wickedness. Cambia, you mentioned say the informed. I don't know if they're reliably informed or not. You say when they go to Kukuna and they get up to 30 crossing points, but not two no more demanded. Well, me one say that they crab the truth, even though we will communicate or we look at unit commander for me, they cross check that this is an allegation, may they see. But as you know, I can tell you, say, the crossing point by Kukuna, deployment day. You talk about Masuntu, deployment day. You go to Samu area, deployment day. More than 4 different routes. And we I know. We are not saying police deployment day right now. Yonkelea, deployment day. You see, so if we tell you police train at Cambia, we know say really Cambia don't consume a lot of policemen and policewomen just for take care of the border areas. But you know, because of the one more security, they can decide for the Oliver Twist. The more they receive, the more they request. So, over tax the community department for me to work with the community day. For say we don't hear resource, but we don't have help people for identify them, crossing point them. Then as good citizens, I think we can learn good things from our neighbors. When you go Guinea, not all the crossing points where police, soldier, military, ONS did it. But they get certain areas, ex-soldier man, retired soldier man, policeman, and custom officers. There even some good citizens border villages. Now then, now they watch. You will see one so, now farmer, you see, you know, go up and down. But that village waiting, now watchman for them. So we will see how we work with them, so that then will help we from where we police we border self. We will make more effort, and now that make the last time. This year we improve another strategy. We not able to cover all sides, but what do we do? We make sure the choke points in now areas where we deploy police and soldier in day. When they did the General Police and the CDS may not ensure they buy motorbikes for them. So then they move anytime way every day then they move 2-3 locations, patrol day, and then they work with the communities, then share the numbers now them border areas. That if we not see anything we are not satisfied with to call we. I can tell you say less than 20 minutes, most of them side they cannot reach them. And because of that, Every day we dey receive reports. Every day you talk about Kambia axis, you talk about Kamakwe, Karina, you talk about the Mongo Sinkunya, you talk about Kailan axis reports in the camp every blessed day. The patrols when they do, when they go, you see the Pretoria evidences where they send, when they go there and talk with them conversation, with them discuss, the snapshot the way they do, video evidence, all the listener in the reports. So I want to say, we dey work hand in glove for where we improve on security. The punishment for drugs, Lord in our country. I talk about the Pharmacy Act, then I also talk about the NDLA Act also. The judiciary then ensure when they don't do the hearings, wouldn't them believe that this person now so year for go for this particular offense, then would definitely pronounce as a sentence. But me we see I know able to determine that at all. You yourself not able to determine that. But the judiciary will do their best, then will do justice to that. Because we the work tranga one now. Because if any failure come, now we all in the tail on. In my opening remarks again, I talked that, and even in last press conference, when you look at Sir Robert Pell in theory, they say the police, not the community not the police. I mentioned about few community people were able to call me from last week to now. And based on the calls and what they do, I immediately call the particular divisional commander for me to respond. And when they go on the side and they be able to get positive results out of that. But community need to be willing. They get for give strong support. It don't mean say pass the time where police go around and they go. If you really know say you're a good citizen, 900 they open for call. If you use our orange officer and QCell, you try them, they will respond to you. And they will make sure they will communicate to the appropriate local unit commander for make the go raid at that particular side. Or if you see reason for even go na the nearest police station, police post, say, I get something for talk to the police boss. If that police one deny you, you go say, hey, officer, if you say not they leave me to the boss for talk, now you are going to go report to. Instead say you go afraid. They will allow me you see with the local unit commander and talk to you. Well, for make an always time, I will go to Northeast Regional Commander for make a answer them 2 questions for we quickly. AIG Mr. Manfred, hand over to you now, sir.
Chairman, if you just be able to make for me because it is strong, the network be break.
Yes, sir. If they ask, let you put more flesh on that flash flood report. Number 1. And 2, they say how you make the determination for seeing another injection and kill that person.
Well, that day, after I give the injection, the lady collapsed. The car was put in order. So now doctor went for that day. But I administer injections. Now 2 injections I administer. Really good when it's first. So now doctor went for that injection killer. But the evidence is that he injects the middle with 2 sets of injection in the knee collapse.
Yeah, as alleged from the initial stage, in the right later we say, because of where they administer the drugs, a result for me a die. But for me, we get confirmation now. It left to the post-mortem report. Now that's not the report where they go give. They say that because of this doctor injection, we inject this idea, now he die. But we know to the appropriate person for confirm. We allow we patients and allow we get report from the pathologist. Then it will find for we all. Okay? Yeah. The other question, sir.
one for the floor, the flat floor. Now what's aside, that's how I keep cross. But that moment they will for the floor, what's up, now then happens new. Now you can see you the day, when you come so inside 1 hour, just for all. It's intense in no eyes. I don't kind of really possible left for that time. And the flash loss for the troubles. I don't know if you get all that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah.
So do you have while I get clear? When you know they come for some time, by time you go down, and that's basically the same. So somebody will cross. Or sometimes while they cross, so terrain come, by the time they come up again, then there is a possibility the place go deep, and then that's the one kind possible. Okay, I just want that aspect we get for talk about the injection. Of course, we all know, say by law, when they say somebody in a foul play, we get you to call allowed to call causation, which cause the death. Sometimes I can slap somebody. I don't know to me when I feel lost. I can slap somebody as a slapper for a die. Definitely they say that man slap or kill. I know so. But you don't mean saying I make kill and too until I prove I'm say that slap, what slapper. Guess what contrary creates to make I go for die. If at all, then go say that man will die. Now that Anya will get 9 killer. Me slap. Yes, the slap don't go, they go fend out offense from me. But me slap no will be connected to the Anya. Because the Anya 9 killer. So then I tell you, not just coincidence. So for him, like I put on, we take and say after we have done the post-mortem, then we will confirm. But for now, every report to the kind of station, it must get in. So now that name them with the guy and say that injection then kill this person. Until otherwise, proven otherwise. Yeah? When I show you the guy and name them. Then even that death penalty where somebody say, yes, see them, you don't pull them. Yes, you pull them, come out. Then come with a life sentence. But like you ask questions, say, if this one where they now this Kush, if you own sentence, if you pass the other one there, that one day the law already did. You get the National Drug Law Control Act 2008. The prescription we did it for one particular offense we commit. The maximum way they give, the judge not get power for pass the maximum. See for example, they say we sentence them for more than. See, in law, any word technical, we sentence them for more than 10 years. If you say we sentence them for more than 10 years, which means it give you 10, we pass 10 years. And give you one day, but the law say for pass more than 10 years. So no matter now waiting the law say that we go by. If you lost it for 6 years, they seize them based on the offense committed, and they get the pronouncement from the court with the one. Because even this drug control act is very, very punitive compared to the Pharmacy and Drugs Act of 2001. This one even provide the proceeds where you get from the drugs, these proceeds, the money, last month money the sales, they take and go buy and bag or maybe go buy good bill house. If the final say if they aim for do the link between what they get to that thing they will go buy or where you go bill, the long you come inside that property they will seize them and give the state. So even more punitive, and in fact, not even they make more recommendation for fine. And I make if I say in your cases they go up to the High Court. If they come to magistrate court, not to trial in the conduct. We get from the difference between the trial and waiting initially they call preliminary investigation, but now they call them committal proceedings. Certain cases the magistrate court not get one power for trial. But if the beer come before, if they conduct an investigation into that case. And if you do aim for proving pass it, small evidence tomorrow will show say this person do this thing. Then the case must go up for trial. And I mean they don't commit 140 cases to High Court. Now they go do the trial. Yeah, so that's the law they operate. No, we don't know, sir. We don't know. And the close we don't close. The kind of family say tell all our AI to say next written correlation. That's how they tell you the next place conference. Now you get for start. Yeah. Thank you very much for coming and we want for time.